What's good, people? So a few days ago, the developers of Street Fighter 6 did a live stream to answer some of the questions from the community. Within this live stream, we got to see more of the World Tour mode, and we also got some exclusive information about some of the features of the game. So in this video, I'm going to cover some of the key points from the live stream. If you enjoy the video, please don't forget to drop a like, comment and subscribe to see more future Street Fighter 6 content. So starting with the timeline of the story, the developers confirmed that the timeline of Street Fighter 5 is actually quite long, and towards the end of Street Fighter 5 the story actually does overlap with the beginning of the story in Street Fighter 3. The story of Street Fighter 6 then follows directly after Street Fighter 3, which of course confirms that we may see characters from Street Fighter 3 introduced as DLC further down the line. The recently released comic books also tell the story of the events prior to Street Fighter 6, which you can view the digital versions online right now, and I'll post a link to those in the description. We also learned that most of the features in Street Fighter 6 were initially ideas that they did want to implement into Street Fighter 5, but for whatever reason they didn't manage to actually implement these into the game. We saw more of the 2v2 World Tour fights with characters throwing in-world objects that do resemble the animation style of Poison's Molotov cocktails. We also see scenes with the Hyumba, which is a robot you can actually fight too, and it looks like these Hyumba are common enemies that are dotted around Metro City. The developers also confirmed that the move list from the DLC characters will be available to learn within the World Tour mode, which means that we may also see some DLC characters introduced as trainers within this mode too. If you look closely, there is actually a hint towards a social space called the Hangout. In the mission objective that you can see on screen here, it does mention the Hangout. So this could be a shared social space or just a place for your character to save your progress, change your gear, looks and appearance, etc. Judging by this clip, there's also fast travel points that can also be unlocked as you discover them within the open world, making it much easier for you to get from one side of Metro City to the other. There's a confirmed photo mode, which allows you to take screenshots in the open world. You can change your avatar's pose, expressions, camera angles, and you can even add stickers, frames, and logos. This looks like a fun feature that could be useful for YouTube thumbnails, social media posts, or just to send stuff to your friends. There's even a selfie mode too. We got to see some Easter eggs. You can see the boat artwork from Ken's stage in Second Impact, which is one of many Easter eggs that you can spot within Metro City. There's a confirmed jukebox mode, which will include music from previous titles and is available in World Tour and training modes, which allows you to create custom playlists, which is a really cool feature. However, they confirm that this is limited to just World Tour and training modes and is not something that you can implement within the other modes outside of these. We saw a preview of some of the minigame quests. On this one in particular, which is the Scrap Heap Challenge, you have to destroy a truck, which is a nod to previous arcade mode bonus stages within the Street Fighter series, and even has a more retro and pixelated art style reminiscent of that. The developers also hinted towards the fact that if you play World Tour mode, then it does give you a chance to interact with JP and increase your bond to find out more about the character's backstory. They also confirmed that the inspiration for JP's character came from the Bartitsu fighting style, which was originally developed in England between 1898 and 1902. And this combines elements of boxing, jiu-jitsu, cane fighting, and French kickboxing, which then later became known as Baritsu and was made popular by the Sherlock Holmes stories. We learned that Jamie's character design was originally going to be a much older character with a drunken master fighting style. In the end, his character was a byproduct of a veteran animator within Capcom, adding the drunken fighting style elements, and then a younger, newer animator adding the breakdancing elements. So I think we can all agree that both those styles together complement Jamie very well. In terms of Marisa, the developers saw an opportunity to introduce a large stature female character into the game. Marisa's moves were based on the Greek pancration fighting style, which was introduced at the Olympic Games in 200 BC, which resembles a more modern day version of MMA. Personally, I'm really looking forward to playing the World Tour mode. I think this mode is a breath of fresh air into the franchise, and it offers a more laid-back approach to those who don't want to play competitively. Let me know in the comments what you think. We of course have the open beta this week, which I'll be making some more content on, and as always, don't forget to drop a like, comment and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one.